An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Wilson in motion left. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. This defense for the Broncos, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try to run the ball here with Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Line. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again is Wilson. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. Now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Second down and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Cup beats the D for a first that time. There really was a defense who could stop him the last 2 years. Only an ankle injury slowed him down, ending his 2022 season after 9 games. He was on an all-pro pace, and we expect to see the same again this year.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Give to Hall running right. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. When you look at this Bronco defense, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This pass sideline to Hall. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And a completion to Wilson. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Rodgers. This one complete to McCole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught, and he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Wilson on second down. This one swung out to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a second and 10. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They find some open field here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And shoves him off at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ball on a give up the middle. And he's got it to about the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flip the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
14, run it.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and a couple.
Throwing is Wilson.
And this one complete again to Mims.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Cook up the gut. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jets 23, Broncos 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the... There he goes, right side. Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Rodgers, a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jets 30, Broncos
10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnover.